What is the trend and how does it affect you if people aren't going into offices, if they're not living the way they used to? How do you adjust your business for that?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we took an approach that was a little different than a lot of companies. You know, a lot of companies were rushing to return their employees to work. And I tried to take a step back and asked, how do I think employees are going to work in the future? And the inspiration I looked to was young companies, because young companies, 20 years ago, companies that were young 20 years ago, popularized remote, like open floor plans, on-site perks, and I noticed something. All the young companies were much more remote. And then I thought to myself, where are all the talented people going to be in the future? And I thought, as much as there's a lot of talented people in Silicon Valley, the best people will now be everywhere. And so a company that limited its talent to a commuting radius around its office was going to be at a disadvantage. So we basically created a number of principles. We said you can live and work anywhere, any of 160 countries around the world. If you move anywhere in the country, we're not going to reduce your pay. And we also are going to bring you together very intentionally about a week a quarter. And so that's what we're basically trying to figure out now is how do we organize the entire company? And what I've learned is you notice all these CEOs like basically saying like, how do I know they're doing any work if I can't see them?
Right.
Well, I think that's a bit of an old school way to think about running a company. So what we try to do is just get really organized. The more flexibility you give the employees, the more organized you need to be about what everyone's doing, because you can't manage by walking around and seeing them, but you can track everyone's work online. And so I ultimately think that the future is flexibility, the best people live in everywhere, and that people are going to demand flexibility as much as compensation. And if you require people to live in your office, they're going to probably be at a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, meaning they'll quit.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
So they like that. They like
Yes.
that idea.